The gun, it's Garoppolo. And as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks. Yards on the play, first down.
First down.
And if anyone comes in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his second year with the Niners.
26, Tevin.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
He's brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
49er first down.
11.
Back to the running game with Mostert. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the 40.
Again, it's Penny. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Third down. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And the 49ers.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. He's got it in the 15. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
For a Seahawks.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team, it hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be